Hey everyone, I want to quickly talk to you today about the foam roller. I've been waffling on a lot about this. I know it's something that not many people have. If you don't, I would advise getting it, even if the delivery date right now says a ridiculous amount of time, try and get one. There are lots of different variations. There are some a little bit lighter than this, but this one isn't too bad. These aren't very hard bumps. If you're not sure, please do ask and send me a link or something. I will be happy to help you. But I just want to run you through a quick foam rolling session today. I'm not going to go into full detail. I'm just going to show you a nice little structure, how I set up, and try and get you to introduce to foam rolling. Like anything, start slow and steady. Okay, we're going to start off with rolling the back. Now you'll hear lots of people say different things about rolling the lower back in certain areas. I will always say if you feel like you can, if you've kind of kept your feet on the floor and that doesn't feel too bad, you've done little rolls with the bum on the ground, then that's fine, try and incorporate that. But if not, don't do it, just avoid it and go. As you can see here, I'm tucking the t-shirt in. The reason for that is if you don't, the t-shirt can get stuck under the roller and it throws you off. So if you've got any loose clothing, tuck it in. So what I normally do to start off with is I start on the lower back, I lift my hips off the ground, changing the intensity on how much weight I put on, and I normally go top to bottom, okay, for 10 reps. The reason for that is it just allows me just to warm up the back just a little bit, okay, and also find any tender areas. If I find any tender areas, I will then, after the 10 to 20 repetitions, I will then find that tender area and I will go a little bit more, depending on how much it hurts. If it's really bad, I might leave it alone. If it's not too bad, I might do 5, 10, something like that. Once you roll top to bottom, I like a little bit of thoracic spine mobility. Thoracic spine is the middle part of your spine, so roughly around your rib cage area. And what I do is I like to do some rollovers. So I'll lean back as far as my spine will allow me to go. I'll hold for 5 seconds. I'll breathe out and release. I'll go a little bit higher, up the rib area, so the middle part of the ribs. Okay, and I'll lean over and I'll do 5. And then I'll go all the way up my rib cage and then I'll come all the way back down through that variation. Okay, once I've done that on my back, I might roll over and do the QLs slightly, your quadratus lumborum on the side. And again, roughly aiming for about 10 to 20. All of this does depend on how bad you really are. If you can only tolerate 1 or 2, do 1 or 2 and take a note and build up from there. From there, Piriformis. I'm sitting on my roller. I'm bringing my leg over, okay? I've got my right knee out, my right hand on the ground, and then I'm rolling, okay? My Piriformis roll here, which is an area that's very highly linked to sciatica if it's tight. Okay, so make sure you're rolling that out properly. 10 to 20 on that side, and then I'll go 10 to 20 on the other side. To limit any movement, I kind of getting up and down, I kind of try and stick all at the front here to start off with. So calves. Now, a lot with the calves, some of you might find that rolling on it might be more than enough just like this. A lot of people find it hard to hold themselves off the ground and roll. So what I do, 1 foot on top of the other, okay, and then I will just do small sections like this, using my top leg to push down and change the intensity. Now with the roller, we've got different sections. We've got one at the lower, we've got the middle, and then we've got the upper. And we also have toe straight, toe out, toe in. So I tend to do 10 inside, 10 in the middle, 10 on the outside on all 3 sections. So you'll have 30, 60, 90, okay? And then you'll go to the other side. So 10 on each of the bottom, 10 in the 3 middle, and 10 on the top, rolling out the calves there, okay? So just using just to relax just a little bit, but my bum's still on the floor, and then I'll just roll and pulse on that one. Okay, once you've done that, I'll then change over to the quads. All right, that will be a plank position. Okay, now I'm using my toes and my hands to roll, like so. Okay, most of you might not find that too bad. So again, 10 to 20, just to test the waters and see where you're at. Now, if you're working in harder areas, you turn over, okay, and you go onto the inside. Now, a lot of people will warn against rolling the ITB band. Again, take your physio's advice. I'm not a physio, I'm a personal trainer. I have a rough idea, but if you're not sure, please do ask a professional whether you should be rolling your ITB band. I do. I haven't found any negative effects, but please do check. But you can definitely roll the inside of the quads. So on these ones, you would kind of have your 10 to 20 there, your 10 to 20 on the other side, and then you'd want to roll on the inside of your quad as well. So I'll show you this way around, close to the camera. So 1 leg up, okay, laying down in that plank position and just rolling in that inside quad area there. They're probably your best ones for your foam rolling. Like I said, taking a note of how many rolls you can tolerate and improving each session will be a massive help to how much you get. But slow and steady, don't rush in. Don't dive into the round and to the workout and cause yourself problems. There are many other areas you can cover. I do like doing some hip flex ones and chest, but they would be the basic ones to get you started so you can get tuck in straight away. And obviously if you just know that you have a tight area, then work on it, but do understand that they can be related problem areas. So start off with this basic plan. See how you get on, and if there's any problems, please drop me a comment, what you should be doing or how you can work it. I do closely work with a guy called Jason Graham from Flying Physios, and we have done a couple of videos together, and he would be happy to help you out in more depth if you wanted more of a professional physio's advice rather than just a basic foam rolling session. Okay guys, let me know how you get on. Take care.